Well, here we go. A little crispy unboxing of the brand new Sony A7V. Super excited. Upgrading from my Sony A7III, which I'm using to film this video. Looks like Sony is going quite minimal with the packaging, considering the price point. I would have expected a little bit more of a premium experience. Inside the box, a whole bunch of paperwork that reality of it is no one's ever going to look at, which is fine. We also get the standard Sony Alpha 7 Mark V written on there, which is the camera strap. I don't know how often I'll use it, but it does come with that. We also get the very long-lasting battery that was also on the A7 III, which is great. So I can swap between the older battery and the new one. It still works even after 6 years of using that one. And that camera is still going really strong. So we'll be doing a comparison between this and walking you through how to set it up and use it. So make sure to subscribe to the channel. And that's it. We've got the camera itself. So without further ado, let's get rid of all this recycled cardboard. We have the brand new Sony A7 Mark V. Ooh. Feels a little bit heavier, to be honest, than my A7 III. I definitely maximized the capability of my older camera, hence the upgrade. And I'm really looking forward to using some of the new features, like connecting it to my Mac and using the software to see what I'm actually viewing. One of the biggest changes being that we now have a flippy screen that is able to really articulate in a lot of different ways. So let's see how this works. We can flip out this way. We can rotate. Oh, really, really interesting. It's got little indents here for when you close the screen like that, so it doesn't damage the display, which is pretty interesting. We've got on the back similar layout, so C3 buttons here, custom buttons there. Yep, everything is pretty similar to the older model. If we look up the top, also pretty similar. They've got rid of the numbers here on the dial, so you can use it for something else rather than exposure compensation, which makes a little bit more sense. I would rather customize it. That's a huge advantage with the Sony cameras, the customization functionality. One feature that I'm really looking forward to that's going to be a huge lifesaver is the ability here to save individual presets for photo, video, and SNQ and have them stay, because I hybrid shoot a lot for clients as well as for YouTube, and having that ability to not worry about the settings is really quite important. And we also have the dial up the top. Feels very solid here. It's got a nice click. To change the bottom, there's a button here that you press and it clicks in to rotate into that specific mode that you're looking for. Let's check out the sensor. Oh, full frame. Nothing beats full frame. And the grip, oh, big improvement. Definitely big improvement. I wonder how it's going to be when I stick a lens in there, but automatically I can tell you guys straight up, gripping that is a lot more comfortable than gripping the Sony A7 III. Also, these little parts that you connect your strap to, they're not dangling, so it doesn't make any noise, which is really good. On the left side here, we've got different style kind of like covers, and they don't dangle either. And I don't know how good this is, because if you accidentally put too much pressure, I don't know if they're going to break off. But we've got two USB-C ports, which is great if you want to use an external monitor or a phone as a display, which I used to use, and charge the camera. You have that option there too, which is really nifty. On the middle one, we've got the headphones if you want to do monitoring. And on the top, you have the microphone in, which is really neat. And then over here, we have the HDMI, full-size HDMI out. That's nothing. That's just, I think, some type of microphone. Wow. Dual SD card slot. You could also put something else in there. If you've got money, you can spend a lot of, as much as you want on a memory card. I'm just going to use my old 128 gig. And you've got the battery down the bottom, which we can throw in here and lock. Now, there's no charger in the box, so just plug it straight into the USB-C port to charge the battery. Never really had a problem with that. My workflow these days is actually to shoot RAW and JPEG, transfer over to my iPhone and sync it in iCloud Photos. And then the video content I will take off myself. So very interesting indeed. This camera, camera's screen is something that I'm really looking forward to using. Very interesting way to articulate. But yeah, having that flip out is going to make a world of difference. Around the back, the reason why I prefer this is that you've got the ability here to set your focus position, which is very nifty, that on the smaller bodies they don't have. But yeah, super excited. And this is what it looks like on my Sigma 24-70. And as you guys can see, there is enough room to squeeze my fingers in there without it being jammed up against the lens. So there are some changes here on this handle that I'm already starting to appreciate, and the balance feels a little bit better. Super cool.